Our lives are stories, and our health is an outcome of those stories. When I say that, just like different parts of the story, our health as well has different parts. And when it comes to physical problems, that could be related because of various other aspects in that story. I am Dr. Sowmya. I began my journey as an Ayurveda physician, but over years I've grown into wellness integration revolutionary. And when it comes to health and when it comes to healing, when people say that can I get healed completely with Ayurveda, there's no side effects. That's a very unaware question. Healing is not a pretty thing. One has to go through the wounds. Wounds, which I mean to say, wounds could be of different types, very unique to that person, in different dimensions. I'll give you a few examples. It could be a childhood trauma, it could be a behavioral issue, it could be an emotional or a mental struggle, it could be a transgenerational pattern that could be there. It could be a response to certain situations which is not very compatible. It could be something because of abuse, any sort of abuse. It could be because of food problems. It could be because of a wrong lifestyle. These are just a few examples. It needs an extreme skill to understand where the story is stuck and where is it actually showing up its effects, especially in chronic conditions and palliative care. It becomes a very important factor that one starts addressing that kind of parts of the story, which is unfortunately not very well known here. When there is a physical ailment, people choose to go to Western medicine so that they can get better really fast and quick. And then when it doesn't happen, or they think that it may not be very comfortable down the line, people want to try out other systems of medicine, and they say it is alternative medicine. In reality, there is nothing called an alternative medicine. There's no alternatives for health. No alternatives. It could be very isolated factors when people say that alternative medicine and then use one thing or the other. For example, if they say yoga will heal everything, or Reiki can do all the healing. It's a very isolated approach. It's not a complete approach. Any isolated approach will not give results optimally. There will be huge compromises. Those compromises will be seen only by the people who really understand and have an insight into the several dimensions of life. So again, healing is a choice because it is tough. It is sad. It is like going through the wounds. When it is going through the wounds, there is it's not a pleasant journey, of course, but it is worthy. It's worth it because there is always an evolution that happens in the person because of going through that. And it is a journey. It keeps on moving ahead. But then when it comes to the suffering that one person is going through, the main important things that has that is affecting that particular problem has to be, that road has to be taken and then worked upon. In order to say that it would take time, it takes efforts, and it takes will, and the person has to choose. Only when the person chooses to be well and how they want to be, when a person understands or makes a complete aware decision to get better in the ways that they want, in the way that they have been, then the journey begins. Whether they reach there or not is a difficult question, because some of the irreversible changes that have happened in the body will not be able to go back. But there is always betterment. So it is a choice. And to make that choice, there needs to be clarity. Clarity of what they're going through and how they want to be. But the choice is theirs alone.